Okay, this video tutorial is for those of you that are wanting to install Autodesk software. We're talking about AutoCAD and Revit. The first thing that you want to do is open up your Vanco Hall webpage for your course. That's either going to be ARC 110 or 220. I am currently on ARC 220 website because, well, just because. It doesn't really matter one or the other. They're all set up the same. They both have this link right here up at the top. That's the link you want to press. Course resources and information. That will open up this tabbed page. You're going to go to the tab Software Resources, and you're going to click the first link. In the 110 it says Revit and AutoCAD. It takes you to the same place. So we're going to click that next. That's going to open up this page. This is a page at Autodesk.com where you can download software. But before you can do that, you have to create an account or sign in. So go ahead and click the sign in button. Even if you don't have an account, click that. If you do have an account, some of you have already created these because you were in 110 and you've done this before. So just go ahead and sign in. You probably already know what to do. If you need to create an account, click this button here, Create Account. Fill out your information. We're in the United States, obviously. Your educational role is student. Your institution type is university post-secondary. Fill out your date of birth and then click Next. That takes you to the Create Account page where you're going to fill this out. Now, the important thing here is that you use your EDU email address, your SUNY Delhi email. That is what they're going to use to correspond with you for this, and that's what's going to make this an educational account. I cannot create an account because I've already created one. So I am not exactly sure what happens after this screen. You may be asked to confirm that you've received an email on your EDU address. That might be enough for them to create your educational account. I know as an educator, they ask me to upload images of my ID, my SUNY Delhi identification. They may ask you to do that. I'm not sure because, like I said, I'm not a student. I've never created an account as a student. Just be aware that you may have to do that before you're allowed to download the software. They're going to want you to verify that you are in fact a student in some way. Once you have that account, you're going to go ahead and sign in. So I already have mine, so I'm just going to use my password program here to fill this all out and log into my account. And if it doesn't take you back to this page, you can always go back here and use this page and then sign in from there, which will then take you to this page. This is all the software available to you on an educational basis. Lots of stuff. What we're interested in right here is up at the top. At this point, I'll point out a few things. Revit is only available for Windows machines. There is no Mac equivalent. It's just the case. They're never going to make one. So if you want to run Revit, you have to have a Windows machine. AutoCAD comes in two flavors. I'm not sure for a Mac. Oh, they actually do have 2021 now. A lot of times the Mac version lags behind what's available for the Windows version. If you use a Mac for AutoCAD, I'm not going to be able to help you much. The interface is completely different, so that's why I highly suggest getting a Windows machine. All Autodesk products run on Windows. So what you're going to do is, whether you want AutoCAD or Revit, ARC 110 students are going to want to start with AutoCAD because that's our course starts there. ARC 220 people are going to want to get Revit right away. And again, we are running 2021 this semester. This is fall 2020 semester. So you click the Get Product button. It'll automatically fill out it'll figure out what you're running. And again, just make sure this is 2021 because you can download older versions. Now, the tricky thing here is you do not want to click this Install button. You want to click the down arrow and you want to choose Download. Every time I've had students use this install button, it causes issues. So I highly suggest that you just don't do that. Click the download button, and that's going to open up this pop-up. If you have pop-ups disabled, you may have to enable them so that this file save dialog can come up. This is an executable install file. You save that. Save it to your desktop. Save it somewhere where you can find it. And in my browser, it goes into downloads. It's going to take 30 to 40 minutes. It could even take longer this depends upon your internet connection. Once that file is downloaded, you're going to have to execute it. You're going to find it. Again, if you put it on your desktop, just find it there. Double click on it. I'm going to actually cancel that now because I don't need it. I have these installed, so I can't show you the install process, but it's pretty straightforward. Just choose all the default options that come up and just hit the next button or whatever and install the programs. Depending upon the program, there's a few ways to license the program. I believe the way that AutoCAD is working nowadays, because these are all different programs, they work slightly differently in their licensing as well. AutoCAD, I believe, when you first run it, it will ask you to log into your Autodesk account within AutoCAD. That will verify your account, it'll verify that you're an educational user, and it'll run the software with no license information needed beyond that. Revit, on the other hand, has a couple options. If you download Revit, you should have an email that has licensing information. Here's the email I got for when I downloaded Revit. There's a product key and a serial number that you can enter when you go to verify or manage your license to add a license. I also believe you can do the same thing like you did in AutoCAD, which is you can also just log into your account, and that will also be another way of verifying that. Either way, if you start using AutoCAD or Revit, it should, even if you don't put in a license, it may just start you on a 30-day trial, which should at least get you up and running. And if you need any help with that, your lab instructor should be able to help you out in lab if you run into any other problems. So hopefully that gets you on your way to using AutoCAD and or Revit. And thanks for taking the time to watch this tutorial.